All right, this past week, Utah's air quality has been pretty rough, hasn't it? And KSL has interviewed doctors, scientists, and clean air activists hoping to find solutions to the pollution problem. Well, tonight, I sit down one-on-one with Governor Gary Herbert to find out how concerned Utah government is about this problem and what he's doing to help solve it. How about the air out there right now?
It's bad. It's bad. It's as bad as probably any place in America today.
What do you think your responsibility is to get the air cleaner here?
My responsibility is to make sure that we meet or exceed the federal standards in a positive way. We've put about 30 regulations in place that impact industry and commercial, and that's helping to reduce the pollution. We will meet the federal standards required by 2019. So our trajectory is good, but we still have more to do.
Should we have different and maybe more strict standards here in Utah as opposed to what it is across the country?
Well, we are in fact doing that. That's why if you take our metropolitan area, compare it to San Bernardino or LA or Chicago or other places around the country, you'll find that we've reduced our pollution, so we're polluting less per capita than other metropolitan areas of our size.
Do you feel like businesses who potentially want to do work here in Utah come in and look at the air quality and say, no, I'll go to Colorado, I'll go next door, I'll go somewhere else? Do you think the air quality keeps businesses out of Utah?
It's certainly a factor when people make a determination whether to come to Utah or not. And so to act like it doesn't matter is not true. But it could catch up to us if we can't continue to reduce the pollution as we've done, then we could end up having a stop to this economic expansion. People would go someplace else.
Why are businesses like U.S. Mag, Kennecott, Union Pacific, and all refineries allowed to continue business as usual on red air days? You ask the public to cut back, but the biggest polluters continue.
50% of the pollution you see out there today is coming out of the tailpipes of our automobiles and trucks. That's not industry. That's not the refineries. It's not Kennecott. It's not MagCorp. That's us, we the people. They have, rules and regulations in place as far as what they can do under the law. And we cannot, in fact, say, well, we're going to make a law that violates your rights and your freedoms that you enjoy as a business.
No one likes to be forced to do anything, but do you feel that there are some areas that the government could force some issues here to get a reduction?
That's the heavy hand of government saying you will, in fact, do this. Now, we're working very closely with our refineries to bring in low sulfur fuels, called Tier 3 fuels. And we're getting good cooperation.
Yeah, what would you say to people who say the government needs to fix this?
It's going to take everybody, not pointing fingers and say, well, if they would quit polluting, when it say we all need to do our part. We all need to quit polluting and do what we can to reduce the pollution we're putting into the atmosphere. Frankly, that's the only way we can solve the problem.
That's a good point. He says all of us has to work together. He says they're making progress. The state is, and they're doing everything they can. But, it's the little things that we need to do on our own that's going to help this. So
even when the weather clears and the skies look better, and we don't have that constant reminder.
No, it's true. Sometimes out of sight, out of mind, we need to be thinking about these same things, July, August, September, when we're not seeing the bad air. So
Kevin with us. Now, the air cleared a little bit today, and Chapter 5 got some pretty cool views.
It is pretty cool when you see the inversion slosh out and clean out. It is